And we're going to do a few introductions too, just so you get to know who we are. We're keeping our focus on him, but we love to relationship. We love to get to know people.
Yeah.
And so we want to just share a little bit, very briefly, about who we are, and so that you can get to know us better as well. And so, again, my name is Kendall, my wife Audrey, and Papa Roy and Mama Darlene Curry, and our two kidlets, Sophia and Enoch. And Enoch's out there.
He's coming
in. And so we are a ministry called to Shine. And God has put a commission on our hearts about a year ago, actually, all 50 states, and pray and share the love of God over the next 2.5 years. We just started about 2 months ago, the beginning of August, and we've been able to touch now 10 states. Glory be to God, thanks to his provision, his protection, and we have had such an amazing time traveling with both families coming together. And so that's a little bit of the vision of what God is doing, and what he's shown us, that he's doing this in many places, not just here, not just there, not just through our families. He is encouraging his church. He's rising up his body to say, don't be discouraged. Don't put our eyes downcast. Let's keep our eyes on him. And we see it happening, which is amazing. And Audrey's going to share a few testimonies with you too, just to give you examples of what we've seen him doing, because we know testimonies encourage our hearts. They raise our faith. I know it does for me, because of what God is doing. And we've seen many cases, and we're just going to share a couple of this morning, but many cases along the way where even pastors need encouragement right now to see how God brings his body together in unity and pushes out any disunity or division that has tried to get in the middle of things. And so we're grateful to see what he's doing. So we just wanted to
he just nailed, a lot of the how we came to unite with these amazing two right here that were part of our church already. We came into the church, and they're elders of our church. And God just did this beautiful thing, and we shared our story with them, and they just, actually, their hearts were already ready for that. And he won't send you alone on journeys. He places people there that he already has planted the same vision. So with God, obtaining your dream and your vision he always helps you through that. And he replenishes our love reserves to be able to keep giving love out to each other. And so our encounter with God on that mountain, we met a beautiful gatekeeper. She was a beautiful lady that was set up on that mountain, and she anointed us and prayed with oil for us, and not just any oil. She had been holding this vase that had been a Susa stream with you today, that we have done our part.
That's right.
And so we have amazing Mama and Papa here. We have Papa Roy. I'll let you introduce them, baby, because you're kind of really good.
We'd like to introduce you guys up here, and so Papa Roy and Mama Darlene have just been such an impact in our lives.
Yes.
You guys are a blessing.
Yes.
And they are so filled with the Word of God that I cannot wait to hear what God has put on their hearts to share this morning.
Yeah.
So I'd like to invite you guys
and
up.
I'd like to just say one thing about them before.
Yeah.
So when we first connected with them and got to know them, their love goes so much further than they already counsel a lot of people at our church, and we felt blessed that God placed us under, to travel further out. I mean, it reaches to our children, it reaches to any age group, and they have the heart of joy. Yeah. And when you meet people that have been through a lot, they've done a lot, they've traveled a lot, but they carry the heart.
Is unforgiveness, and it's one of the chief things that the enemy uses. If he can get that unforgiveness, then he can build on that. And then if I don't forgive her, then that stretches, I don't forgive her, which I don't forgive him. And if we don't forgive each other, God can't forgive us. He says it in his word. And his word is true yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's and forever. It's always the same. It never changes. And that's what I love about serving the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. His word never changes. So I don't have to, he's not going to be saying one thing this day and then change it the next day. He's not like man, that he would change his mind from day to day. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever.